Art by Trinity, hi, how are you? Hello, Art by Trinity. G1, hello. Runner up, hi. Hello, it seems like I didn't expect all the people to be in here like the first second. Usually there's no one here for like an hour. But yeah, just still working on this. I know it's taking a while, but I'm trying to grind through it. There's just a lot of rendering to do, and I'm trying to hopefully get it finished by the end of today or sometime tomorrow and move on to the next commission. How's it going, guys? It's finally getting appropriate. Just got off of work. Nice. Yep, I'm just getting to work. This is sort of my job now, so I'm at work. It's going good. How about you? Oh, it's going awesome. Thank you for asking. I'm just I don't have anything to complain about. I'm just gonna be drawing again, and then after the stream, I'm gonna try and push the stream to doing like 3 hours and 30 minutes a day, if it doesn't interfere with commissions. So I'm gonna try and push for 3 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, I think this dragon is turning out pretty well, or really well. But yeah, it's just the amount of time. It's just this is the biggest scale thing I've drawn in well ever. So there's just a lot to do to kind of clean it up and make it look nice. Are there any projects that you guys are working on? Because I know everyone in here draws basically. Runner-up, Art by Trinity, G1. Any particular projects that you guys are pushing forward right now? I'm in. I'm well never. Looks cool, thank you. I need to finish my drawing today. Yeah, finish it up. I have been playing a little bit of Witchfire. Um, that game's great. It's like a Diablo. It's like a Dark Souls Diablo kind of game, but it's a first-person shooter, and you can slowly upgrade your character when you bring Witchfire back to your base. The game is absolutely fantastic, and I think they brought in new creatures too. I'm doing some Inktober drawings. I'm just trying to get some basic idea of what I'm doing. I did Domino and Deadpool, one of my subscriber PFPs, a Dragon, Beetlejuice, and a few others. Nice. I need to come up with storyboards for my part 2 of my comic book. Nice. Yeah, I'm just, I don't think I could write a story, honestly. Like, my mind doesn't work like that. I can understand imagery, but, like, story, I don't think I could actually write a story. I can think of, like, something in my mind, but I can't, like, verbalize it. It's just not one of my talents. I do have an idea for a comic book, and it would be called the Sons of Mars, right? So here's the idea. Sons of Mars are like shorter than humans, and they were like experimental humans set on the fake planet of Mars, a copy of it, and they were designed to have humans sort of experiment with warfare on them, and that was it. Like they existed to fight right on that planet, to experiment with new weapons and stuff, and then they got off the planet and became genocidal and started sort of taking over the universe because they got out somehow. And so that's basically the story of them. And they build a lot of like architecture, dystopian looking architecture, and just slowly take over the universe, and they worship war. Hey, runner up, maybe runner up can make it for you. I would have to have I would probably be working with like the people that I work with already, something along those lines. I don't know. Maybe I would have to see the other work to decide whether you know what I mean, like what direction I want to go with, and like who's gonna. But these things take such a. The thing is I'm happy to help. The thing is these things take us such a long time to develop like a comic book. That I right now I'm not in a position where I want to get into a something like that. Just because like it would take forever, and I gotta work on what I gotta work on in front of me. But I definitely have had this idea sort of festering in my mind about having a humanoid. It's post-humanity. Humanity has been wiped out, but the remnants of their experiments live on, like the Sons of Mars. And they can't. I'm also thinking about doing them like they can't actually have children. They only reproduce through an alien queen, so she lays eggs and makes more of them, or they clone each other or something along those lines. And so they're like this purely, a society that's purely based on war and worship of it, and then they just expand throughout the galaxy. I want to tell a story from a relatable villain's point of view, I don't know why I think it's relatable. Sorry. Vanessa Aves. Hello, Vanessa Aves. How's it going? Thank you for stopping by and commenting. We're just drawing today and talking about comic book ideas. So that was, like I said, that was I love graphite. It's my favorite drawing medium. Thank you so much. Yeah, like I said, I have ideas for comic books, but I'm not a very good writer. And it would be basically a book. It would be a comic book about a faction, more so than individual characters. It would be more about a system than individual characters. That's basically the idea. Luckily, when I stream, my video card works pretty hard, so it's actually warming the room up a little bit. I would have to go with a superhero kind of route if I were to make a comic. Nice. I think if I were to make a comic book, it would be at a point where I could just hire artists to do it, but I would just do the front cover or something along those lines. Because I don't really like getting stuck on projects for months. You know what I mean? Like the same thing. I think I like the idea of a hero falling from grace. Yeah. You know, I've been thinking about doing. I don't know if you guys know Gasto Fadori. He's like a French artist from I think early 18th or like 18th or 19th century. Anyway, he's this awesome French artist. All his pictures are amazing, and there's a picture he drew called Paradise Lost, and it has like these very biblical overtones and angels like falling from grace, and it's very like medieval and cool looking and dark. And I've been thinking about doing my own version of it, of Paradise Lost, basically. Well, I don't really care. Mine wouldn't be. Mine would be very original. Never heard of a hero like that. So yeah, very original. Then there can be a redemption. Yeah, redemption arcs are really cool. Redemption arcs are great. The other game I'm really waiting, the other thing I'm waiting for is the new Gears of War. I would want to make a comic that gives you chills when you finish reading it, but not horror chills. At the ripe old age of 39, I guess I prefer stories now that are more by depicting the shades of gray. Too many heroes want black and white morals. Trinity, very cool. See, I don't even want black and white morals. I just want to, you know, like, basically, like imagine the Empire, like, but told from their point of view. Like, I don't even want like I want to explain like a villain's factions expansion and like their mentality and stuff. Like I don't I don't even want to tell the hero story really. I mean, they think like they're gonna think they're good, you know. And I want them to have like ridiculous satirical propaganda too, like in Starship Troopers or something. I always wanted to be a superhero. Oh wait, I still do. Nice. Yeah, I think I'd like to be Spider-Man for like a day or two. I'm really enjoying how cold it's getting finally. I've been waiting for it to get cold. I'm tired of mowing my lawn and doing all that kind of stuff. I just want to sit inside the house and draw all day for like 6 months straight. Which is coming. It's on its way. Black Widow without this backstory for me. Nice. I don't even remember what her backstory is. I mean, I watched some of the comic book movies that came out, but I never really paid to. That was a long time ago. But yeah, the new Gears of War game that's coming out. Thank you for the likes, guys. I really appreciate it. Oh yeah, the new Gears of War game that's gonna be coming out, I'm really excited about. I love the aesthetics of Gears of War, and they're going back to the pre Gears of War 1 storyline. So I'm really excited to kind of play as the original squad with Dom, Marcus, Phoenix, and Coltrane. That's going to be really interesting. I'm really looking forward to that experience. Uh, and just his art hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the like. It seems like everyone that watches this either draws or is somehow connected to drawing in some way. I am going to be going to Hobby Lobby later today to pick up some art supplies, which I'm sort of excited about. I need more paper. I'm like pretty much out of paper. So I need that. That's going to be interesting. And it's a reason to get out of the house too, so great stuff. Hopefully, I don't burn through too much money, but I do need supplies. And this space up here, I'm gonna do with white because it's gonna be where the castles are not near his chest. So this is gonna be highlighted. Let me see if I can adjust my camera. Because it has to be adjusted manually, otherwise it can't focus on the piece of paper in front of it for some reason. With this, I'm gonna do a light shade of white. And that's going to create a little bit of contrast between the dragon and the atmosphere. This is probably the longest I've spent on a single picture in a long time. And partially because of the scale of it, which is totally cool. I had to abruptly leave for work, but I came back just to tell you that drawing is beautiful. Hope to catch the next live art session another time. Oh, thank you, Vanessa Aves. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Much appreciated. I hope your work goes well. Ooh, thank you for the like. No quality dioramas. Good day, sir. Hey, how's it going? I saw your Instagram post where you were making the using the foam to make the tiles. Very nice. It's a little bit cold in my house this morning, so I'm wearing a hoodie. I might actually put on some pants too. It's quite chilly, but I don't want to turn on the. I don't want to. It's too early in the year to turn on the heat. I'm gonna wait for the sun to warm up the house slowly. Okay, I have to go, man. See you later. See you later, Art by Trinity. Appreciate you stopping by. I'll check out your stream next time you're on. Or try to if I'm available. No problem. Thank you so much. Should be either Saturday or Sunday. I'll keep an eye out. If I see it, I'll stop by and say hi. Nice. Go to work, Yuri. You sell this work on Etsy or something like that? No, I'm doing this as a commission for a. I'll throw you the link. It's for these guys. I've known them forever. They're Mario. It's a free Dungeons and Dragons campaign. This is where the artwork will eventually go. I need to start selling my artwork somehow, eventually, like my own work, but I haven't figured out how yet. I'm hoping to get monetized on YouTube eventually. That's more of what I'm hoping for, and just do streaming, and do commissions and stuff, obviously, but. My friend is selling my artwork out of his local town, like next town over. They have like him and his wife have this printing shop, and they are selling my artwork out of a store. So far, it hasn't been going terribly well, but I did make a sale. So, but that was just more of like an experiment, just to try it out, see how it goes, and he's pretty much just managing it. But I don't have a big enough name yet where my artwork can sell well. Or maybe I just need to draw more relevant things. Because a lot of my artwork is kind of weird, and so it's just not where it's being sold is like not doesn't necessarily have the population that would probably be interested in it that much. Grass turfs. Is that what you were working on? Oh, I was looking at your quality dioramas. I was looking at your YouTube channel. It looked like you were trying to make a video game at one point. What engine were you using to make the game in? If you don't mind telling me. Because I've always wanted to make a game, but I've always wanted to make like an RTS or something like that. I mean, this is sort of a... I'm back. Hey, runner-up, what's going on? I was just telling no quality dioramas because I saw on your YouTube channel you were trying to make a video game at one point, which is really cool. And I've always had a dream of doing it, but it seems like way too complicated to make like a full game. But I was impressed with what I saw, so... Thank you for another like. Whoever left that, thank you. What do you think of my drawings? They're great. Nefo not Dio, you're welcome. Oh, thank you. Anyway, I would love to make like a real okay, here's my dream game that I would like to make. Is like imagine like StarCraft and Factorio had a baby. some kind of an RTS where, because I love Factorio, but I don't like how you're always managing everything from like just a one person perspective kind of thing. And I would like the game. I would like there to be a game that's kind of like that, but it scales where you have sort of workers doing stuff for you. Then that would be amazing. Basically, I'm really sad that there's not more real-time strategy games coming out anymore. Like, I mean, there are, but they're not as mainstream as they used to be, and those are the games I enjoy the most. Uh, they Are Billions was like I got stuck on that game for a while. I thought it was just a fantastic game. So if I were to make a game, it would be something along the lines of an RTS or something like that. But it seems like you'd have to be quite good at programming to get something like that out. I like Dungeons and Dragons. I also like Dungeons and Dragons. I really enjoy games with economy management or some kind of a managerial system. Those are my favorite. My favorite game is Minecraft. Yeah, Minecraft is fantastic. Let's be realistic. I've been watching a lot of those videos where people make computers with redstone inside of Minecraft. I think that's very, very impressive. Ooh, Dragon, Rainy. I'm not sure how to say it, but I think I'm saying it right. Rainy. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the comment. I've been playing Minecraft Minecraft scenes 5th grade. Oh, okay, since 5th grade, yeah. Yeah, no, I've been playing Minecraft since it came out. It's a very open-ended game. There was an industrial mod where you could basically kind of like all these Factorio style games. That's basically what it was. And you get to extract oil and manufacture things. See, that's where I get excited, is like when the game isn't just you build a base and you move on or whatever. There's like a lot more to it. When you can build entire worlds of factories to produce other things. I love it. This looks like hours of work already. It's Rennie. Okay, I'll try to say it like that, Rennie. Yeah, no, I've been on this. This is like day 4. I don't know why it's taking so long. I'm really trying to finish it up and just put out clean work. But this is just a bigger scale picture, I guess. But the other ones will not be as big. They'll be much smaller. But this is like the main dragon. It's part of a free campaign that the people I'm working with are doing for Dungeons and Dragons, and they need good artwork, so I'm trying to push out good artwork. Yeah, this is quite a bit of hours. I worked on it basically after the stream all day, and then I'm gonna work on it all day today. So, 'cause I want to get it done. Hopefully by the end of. It's impressive AF. Thank you. Drawing Goku, nice. Yeah, the Dragon Ball Z series is pretty good. I haven't watched it in a really long time, but I remember liking it a lot. A lot of modern shonen manga are very good too, like Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, Kagurabachi, etc. Definitely worth checking out a few chapters, in my opinion. Modern shonen manga. Is that like when you say manga? Do you mean like are you talking about like the cartoons or like the actual manga where you read it? Because I'm not super. I've never actually read like a real manga. Or is there a difference between anime and manga? Because they seems like the style of drawing they do in manga is like somewhat different from like traditional anime. I mean, they're sort of similar, but I mean, it seems like the style is even like a little bit different in manga. I'm sure there's good stories out there. It's not a world the manga is where you read it. Right, right. Uh, Manga is print, anime is animation. Got it. Hell's Paradise was pretty good. The show, at least, is a manga similar, or did Netflix change it? It's outside the realm of like. It's sort of like I don't. It's not in my world scope. Anime is animated and manga is comic format, but anime is often adaptations of manga. So manga is the real juice, right? It sounds like manga is the real juice if you want to dive into it, and then anime is simplified, and then it gets to Netflix where it's really butchered. and really simplified for modern audiences. Manga is way better in my opinion. It's worth for the art on its own. Lol, I believe it. The art, it's I've seen some of the artwork and it does look really good. It seems like manga doesn't stick a strictly. It seems like manga doesn't stick as strictly to like the traditional anime style because I've seen like some manga that it didn't really look like anime. I mean, like even the characters they seem to be a little bit more different looking, but that could just be me. I'm gonna kind of flesh out the wings today. I'm hoping that by the end of today, I'm gonna like be able to just pretty much have this done. But there's just so much detail to kind of go over and clean up. But I have been working on it after stream basically all day, so it's moving along as fast as it can be moving. Reading is always better in my opinion. I disagree. I have to disagree. Reading is hard, and I don't know. Like I've had a book on my desk about the American Revolution for like I don't know the last 3 years, and I keep trying to read it. It's really good. I enjoy reading it, but man, I just can't get through it. I read like, yeah, I get what you mean. I think it depends on the specific story. Part of the reason the anime style is so simple is because manga characters come out weekly, so they need to be very fast to draw. That makes a lot of sense. But a lot of manga come out every 2 weeks or monthly, so there is more time to cook. That is a very good point. You do have to. That makes it's actually an excellent point. I do love Japanese animation. There's movies. I just watched a movie on Net or Amazon Prime, I think, about these astronauts that find like this abandoned facility, and there's like this hologram woman of a Spanish singer, and she like traps them in there. That was sort of top tier kind of stuff that I really like to watch. Uh, or like the what was that one with the people in spaceships? I forget that. I don't know. I forget what it's called, but anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like there were like all these weird adventures on this red spaceship, and anyway, I forget the name of it. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like the most famous one. I love books myself. I can get through them in a few days if you're interested enough. I have motivation. Others, it'll take months. Yeah, I'm the months or maybe years kind of person. I just can't do it. Like I just keep catching myself zoning out on thinking about other things, and then I have to go back 2 pages because I haven't really been reading. My brain is structured in a way that does not allow me to read. Cowboy Bebop, yeah, that one was really good. That one sort of is like and obviously the cyberpunk one with the woman. I'm sorry, I forgot all. I can't remember any of the names of them, but I really like them. But basically, the stuff that's all the cyberpunk stuff has been based off for the last 30 years. So, like, I love it. It's just that I'm not super engrossed into that world enough to like specifically go after specific mangas. But maybe I should. Maybe one day. I'm kind of more of a Gears of War kind of person, I think. Like and I have some books, and I haven't read them. I have some books laying around, but the new game that's going to be coming out with a new going back before E-Day, so that's going to be really interesting to re-explore younger versions of the original team. That's sort of my bubble. I'll replay those games over and over again. The campaigns for Gears of War have always been amazing. It's been a while since I gamed. You know what? I actually haven't been gaming a lot at all. I don't know why. Like I think as I get older, I just can't game like I used to. Like I can play 40 minutes maybe every other day, but that's about it. It's been a while since I gamed a lot. By the way, I was super into Metal Gear Solid and Red Red Redemption 2, though. Uh, Drawing Goku in all forms, but in my style. Got it. Yeah, gaming has sort of taken a back seat. I mean, sometimes I'll jump on Diablo 4 and grind my character for like 30 minutes, but I don't really get excited about gaming as much for some reason. It used to be like my main thing, but I think it's just drawing is actually the only thing I can still do for like 8 hours straight without really being tired of it, and then I can do it the next day and the next day. But now I just watch podcasts and listen to other streamers. I put 256 hours in FF14 this summer. FF14. Can you jog my memory on what that translates to? I don't know a whole lot, but I get bored fast. But I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3, and holy crap, I'm gonna translate this to holy crap. I can't put it down. Yeah, yeah, no, I've only heard good things about Baldur's Gate 3. I'm intimidated by games that are not in my sphere of normal games that I play and will take a lot of time. Oh, Final Fantasy makes sense. Okay. The games that I think the games like I said, the games that can really capture my imagination are like Factorio style games or real time, like any kind of manage resource management warfare game. I'm down. I can lose myself in those games. Like uh, they are billions with the zombie. It's like a steampunk kind of retro game, and you build a kingdom and you spread out and take over territories, and you have to fight off these hordes of zombies with your armies. Then I can spend like I can get lost for like 5 hours in that kind of thing. But I will admit my gaming stamina is not what it used to be. Boulder Gate was excellent. Plus, it's Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, that's the thing is that it is dungeon. It's basically Dungeons and Dragons, from what I understand. I get it. Baldur's Gate is not possible in small sessions. I think the only narrative-driven game that I really enjoyed in my life that I actually paid attention to, the only one that grabbed me that I really liked is Mass Effect 2. That's the only one where I was paying attention. I was locked in. I wanted to know what happened to the characters, and I really love the system of trade art for art. Seems like a safe move. And then yeah, so Mass Effect 2. If it's not that good, I'm out. It just has to be like top tier. Otherwise, my brain. I tried playing the Bethesda's new space game. What was it? I forget what it's called. Star Space or whatever it's called. Anyway, I forget the name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Their new kind of adventure game about space. And anyway, I literally got so bored I just couldn't go on. Like I probably put 10 hours into the game and I really regret buying it because it was really expensive. But was it Starfield? I can't remember. But anyway, I even though I really liked the Fallout series, I just that one did not hit the spot for me. It seems like the inventory management. I started to realize how much time it was gonna take to like. There was so much garbage you would pick up that yeah, Starfield, lol. Yeah, man, that game. I'm sorry if I don't mean to offend people who liked it. There's nothing wrong with liking it. And I'm not just saying this because I watched the critics talk trash about it. I'm a Bethesda kind of peaked at Skyrim. Yes, I would say Skyrim is not even my favorite. I think Fallout 3 and 4, and I know 4 kind of deviates from sort of a real RPG, but I really enjoyed the base building. My rule is $1 per hour played. If it costs $40, I have to play it for at least 40 hours to get value. I reject the idea of torturing myself. I understand what you're saying. That is a good value. Like if that's what I get out of the game, then that is good. But I often like if I am not enjoying the game, I will not push myself to torture myself just because I overspent. If that makes sense, I'll just go back to playing games that I enjoy. Um, but yeah, if you get $1 per hour, that's a very good proposition. Fallout 4 had lots of pros. I love aesthetics, especially it's so much more colorful than the other Fallouts. Yeah, and I do love the grim dark of 3. It's just that my brain just gets worn down by it. Like I can only stare at gray, brown colors for so many hours before I just don't care. But yeah, you're right. Fallout 4, I think there should be moments of lightness and there should be moments of darkness, leaning more on darkness. But I think when the game is there's this new game coming out. I think it's called Winter War or something like that. And there's just like this awful orange brown. And I'm just like I can't look at this for like 40 hours straight. Like not anymore anyway. But so I agree. Fallout 4 was great because it had like a little bit of a lighter tone, and I couldn't tell you what happened in the story because I'm just a looter shooter kind of person. I just go and kill things. But man, I love that game a lot. I love the base building and I love the sort of having my NPCs do like little jobs, and that's what I'm about. On the Breaking Bad Mexico filler lol. Full of okay, so Breaking Bad Mexico filter lol. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did not like Fallout 4 story, but TBA. It felt like a first draft. There's videos on here for from creature designers that are pretty cool though. I I will say that. So from what I remember, spoilers. So if anybody didn't play Fallout 4 and you're super interested, click off the video now. There he finds Sean, and I have a very vague recollection, but basically he finds. So time has passed by, so Sean is older than him now, and right, and he sort of maintains the facility of like the cybernetics people or whatever. I thought it was decent. I really enjoyed that twist that it's his son that's sort of evil and this kind of thing, and you know his father wants to find him, but his son is like not a super good person. I thought it was, could it have been done better? Yeah, but like I don't know. I thought it was I liked it overall. I enjoyed it. I need to go back and replay it. I probably never will, but I need to. Oh yeah, I like the twist. Just didn't think a lot of factors and lore stuff isn't too well thought out. I couldn't tell you what the institute's plans were really. No, yeah, they're just sort of bad, or you know what I mean. It would have been cool if like because the institute kind of makes sense. It would have been cool if is that why Fallout never really moves forward in terms of like, because after the fall of the bombs, like how many years went by, right? There was like a lot of years. Society could have definitely not looked the way it does, and I'm thinking it would have been cool if they let you kind of choose, like if it was the institute that sort of maintained the world's destruction, if that makes sense, and they kept it that way so they could continue their experiments, if that was the lore, because then it doesn't make sense why so many years went by and then they still have these disheveled homes that haven't been repaired at all. And so that if the institute would have been a great way to explain why Fallout is always stuck in stasis mode, where nothing moves forward technologically, or so anytime anyone starts to rebuild something, the synths come out and just murder them. That would be like an interesting twist on like same thing in like Warhammer, right? The God Emperor does not want progress because then what for whatever reason, right? So it makes sense why they're like in the same plane of existence for millennia. So I think that would have been cool if you could sort of stop the regression and let the world move forward, or like make that decision, or something could have happened that was that connected the idea of why the world is always stuck in like perpetual hell. It's something like 200 years, but I can't really say why the world is still so run down. I guess the monsters play a big part of it, but that's a cool V idea, though. You know what I mean? Because even if there's monsters, I mean, there's monsters in real life, but we've conquered all of them. Like bears don't really play a role in, if we want to build a highway, we're going to build it, or if, it's like, it would make sense to me if the lore was the world, like the world can't move forward because the institute is actually maintaining the consistent destruction of it for its own benefit. And by the way, I played Fallout 4 in VR, that was an insane experience. That's where it's like it really shines. Playing that, you can get really lost in that in VR. VR stuff seems very fun. By the way, lol. Hopefully, it keeps getting more accessible as time goes on because right now they're really costly. Yeah, VR, and there's the wires. I have like monitors hooked up to my computer. I just thinking of the nightmare it would take just to hook everything back up prevents me from doing it, to be honest, and the discomfort of it. I would almost rather not have VR, but just make. Remember, there was a fad for a little bit. Everyone was trying to make 3D TVs, which I thought was an excellent idea because I really don't want to stand and move my arms around. I want to see things in 3D and not see the world around me. So a headset in front of my monitor while I'm gaming on my keyboard would be totally fine. I don't want to move my arms. Especially like when I worked in manufacturing, the last thing I want to do after a 12-hour shift is stand up and pretend like I'm holding a gun. I want to sit down. So like I was like, I did not need all of the sort of the junk that came along with VR. All I want from VR is slightly more immersion with the 3D spatial view, and that's it. And maybe let me move my head around a little bit. That's it. They don't need to do anything else. I don't want to stand up. I don't want to crouch. You know what I mean? I don't want to manually reload things. So that's my take on it. I think it should be a headset that you wear in front of your monitor. That's my opinion on that. But yeah, you're right. It's not it's still prohibitive for most people. I mean, I know PlayStation has their version of it, and people and Meta and Facebook, they came out with their version, so it's there. It's just it's getting there. I still believe in VR. I'll go back to it one day, just not right now. It's not quite where it needs to be. And of course, then there's like, can you not? It's there is a period of like when you haven't played in a while, you're gonna get seasickness from it, and headaches and stuff. So you do have to like. There's a lot of things, everything from the wiring to having to have an expensive computer to the headaches that you're going to experience for the first couple of runs, that makes me not want to go back in there. I just want to be comfortable. That's my take on it. It's nice and cold enough finally that I can wear my hoodie all the time. We are finally approaching the era of the cold, which is where I thrive because I can always put on more pants and hoodies. Oh yeah, I've forgotten about the motion sickness. Yeah, there's that too. Which it didn't affect me a whole lot, honestly, but it's still a factor. Like if I had jumped in it right now and played for like 3 hours, that I would have to sit down for a little bit. I'd be fine after that though, but I still don't want to go through it. You end up looking into Twitch yet? I'm going to do. You know what? I was going to do it and then I didn't do it. I have an account and I have streamed, so like I know I can set that up, but I need to actually go and do it. I'm just shocked at how good the last two streams were. I'm not sure what the difference is. Why I'm getting so much of a higher population, but yeah, I need to do the Twitch thing for sure. I was watching the streamer Ollie who does Star Space or whatever Star Citizen content, and when he went to Twitch, he said his numbers were insane. So I think I definitely need to look into it. I it's just honestly I've mostly been working on this picture. After stream, I just listen to podcasts and just keep grinding on it. So I haven't. I want to finish this before I do anything else. I just want to get another commission done definitively, and then post it, and then I'll look into a thing before I move on. It's just I've been on this for so long now that I just kind of want to just finish it, and then I'll expand my horizons. I just saw it on my homepage and figured I'd drop by. Lol, thank you. Twitch, I think definitely has a higher viewership though, especially if you advertise on other sites like Twitter. Yeah, I'm not advanced enough to understand the dynamics of how to advertise on something that will affect something else. The only time I've spent money is on Instagram to promote my own artwork, and it did work. Obviously, it worked because then they push it, but I don't think it's for me the the cost benefit of Instagram is not quite worth it, because I'll get like 80 likes or something, but if I spend money, I'll get like maybe 350. So it's like I'm spending $30 to get like, so $10 for 100 likes is like not really that great. I advertise for you on Twitter, lol. I advertise for you on Twitter, lol. You have or you will? Oh no, I just meant like posting links for your. followers, not paid advertising. You know what? I actually, now you said Twitter. On X, right? It's called X now. I every time I post, uh, yeah, post as stream starts. Oh, I see. I do. Oh, thank you. Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much. The thing is, maybe that's why the population is so much higher now. I don't know. Every day. Nice, nice. X. Sorry, I'm old timey. Yeah, me too. I keep forgetting it's called X. It's just hard to. It's hard to like say X. Twitter just rolls off the tongue a little easier. But yeah, when I post my artwork on X, I just stopped because like I literally get no view. I don't understand Twitter. I don't get why. Like, how do you grow on Twitter? Because I've been posting artwork for like years, and it gets no views. I mean, zero. It does not. I don't know what the thing is. Do you have to find like art groups and join them? Is that how you like expand on that platform? Because I don't get it. I also don't want to call it X because it's dumb. Yeah, it's not a very. I don't know why he felt so. I don't know why Elon Musk felt so strongly about calling it X. I don't get it. He could like Twitter was fine because also X like putting X in front of Twitter makes it seem like it's going to die. Like there's like it's almost like an omen. Like X Twitter. You know what I mean? It's just like it's weird. I have to pay Musk. I think. You have to pay Musk, I think. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Yeah. You probably have to give him money to push your content. I am kind of hoping out. I know there's a lot of controversy around Musk, but if he does, if he makes traveling to Mars affordable, I will stream from Mars. I promise. By the way, a lot of it's just luck. Low. I crossed about 500 followers after a year. Yeah, I think there is a little bit. I think people who made it on the Instagram like earlier on, they there was just less competition, and there's already like established artists with 100 million view or followers. It's like it it's hard to come into that space and grow now, um, because it's not we're not in the early game anymore. This is why I love YouTube because you can still grow on YouTube, like you can do it. He tried to call PayPal that too. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, Elon Musk, he's got like weird ideas. He likes to go off the cliff sometimes with his ideas because he's an edge lord middle schooler. He is a little bit, yeah, he is a little bit. Like the whole Cybertrunk is like almost a meme. Do you have Twitter right now? I can go follow you real quick. Yeah, let me see. I have Twitter. It has my grand. It has. Sorry, I don't. It's not even on my main page. That's how not often I use it. I got two notifications. Let's see. I think I only follow Elon Musk on on Twitter. Like that's the only person I follow. Cause like when he bought it is when I like went back on that platform, and I never use it for anything. How do I send you the link of my exact profile so I don't just there we go. 198 posts, 3 followers. So just so you get the idea of how, yeah, 0 views on my latest post. I'll throw it into chat here. I honestly, and I'm not trying to disrespect Twitter. I literally don't. Oh, you need to put your socials in your YouTube bio. Yeah. Sometimes I'm a little afraid about expanding in my because like I'm afraid I'll hit the like button on some meme that's offensive and then people will see it and then they'll link it back to my whatever and they'll it's like I'm always like paranoid. I'm like, what if I hit the wrong like button on the wrong meme and then I'll get sent to jail one day. I wouldn't be surprised if he just auto follows himself on everyone's account. Yeah. I will say, I will thank you so much. I will say though that I'll go to Mars. I will go to Mars, and stream from Mars. So despite of all the craziness around Elon Musk, if the rockets that land backwards, I was impressed. Like when they showed the whatever Falcon 9 or whatever, and it was flying from space or from lower orbit, and it turned around and landed back on the platform. Bro, that was crazy. When you post on Twitter, you have to hashtag. Your posts don't reach outside your followers. Oh, if you don't use hashtags, yeah. Do you put the hashtags in a special place, or do you just put them next to the name of the picture? Like, cause where you put the hashtags, does that matter? Because I feel like all these websites, they have their own nuances that you have to like understand how to play the game, and I'm like delusionally bad at it. I will say though, now that I've been consistently grinding basically on all fronts, it seems like things have been growing. Like my YouTube, my Instagram, like I started noticing a trickle of followers here and there. Um, and somebody actually told me some good advice is to go to, for the most part, put them in at the end of the post. Hashtags actually limit the reach. In my experience, you're best off using keywords in a caption, and you'll get into people's homepages if they tend to view similar words. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I will keep that in mind. I think the thing that matters the most though is like consistency. Because ever since I started streaming every day, like 3 hours a day, like it seems like you just have to keep playing the game. Like you can't be passive about it. It just doesn't grow. Do you have examples of some these keywords that seem like good advice? Honestly, I just use ChatGTP. Like my description for my like, a lot of my descriptions and stuff, like for YouTube, like when I do the YouTube description, and like sometimes I'll even ask it to do what it thinks would be good keywords. Like I'll literally use ChatGTP like for my, because I can't write. I'm like, ChatGTP, help me out. Like I'll show it the picture, and I'm like, based on this picture, what do you think the description should be? It just depends on what you're making, really. Like if you're drawing a certain character, say their name, where they're from, and what they're doing, for example. That's excellent advice. And that's why I don't complain about AIs, because I use AI music and I use AI to write things for me. So I'm like, I can't complain. I know you're gonna kill my future as an artist, but I can't complain because I use it all the time. As part of an IP, mention the name and the like lol. That's something maybe I should do more, is like when I don't have commissions, is drawing not weird things that I like, but maybe like bigger IP, like Fallout 4 stuff, drawing. I don't want to, I'm not really into superheroes, but like, you know what I'm saying? There's franchises with big audiences that if I drew those characters, it would probably tend to attract people. So like when a game is coming out, perhaps it would be good to when a game is coming out, perhaps it would be good to draw characters, around the time that the game is about to come out, when it has the hype. Like, come watch us draw Goku at Bathhouse. Nice. I'm really not a fan of AI stuff, by the way, lol. Even the seemingly harmless stuff is pretty harmful for other creatives and the environment. I do mean the environment because of how much electric power it takes to sort of use it. My opinion on AI, like the thing is it's happening. The cat is out of the bag. It's not going to back in the bag. I'm also not a fan of it because I enjoy drawing, and I would like to make money at it. And if they perfect the system to where like there's no that and water, yeah, it takes water to run AI. Perhaps I'm not familiar with how the thing works. I've never heard of the water issue. It's something like 20 gallons of water that evaporate for every giga chat GTP search or something. No, it can't be 20 gallons of water. Because I burnt through a lot of water then because I've been using ChatGPT for a while. It has users, but it also causes brain rot. Yeah, I think the thing is that the way I see it is like there's people that are super technical that can like program, and then the thing I'm hoping for is for AI to get good enough for super creative people can sit down and make a video game with having zero ability to program or write, so they can like maybe just draw things like this and then tell the AIs like, hey, just put this character in the game and here are the rules for the game, and it figures it out. So I think on one hand it does cause certain people that don't have to work with other people, but it's going to open a lot of doors for creative people who are not technically minded to create things outside of the scope of what they would have been able to create. Yeah, because they cool the computers with water, so in areas with a lot of power, in my opinion, it just isn't worth it, even putting aside the moral or philosophical issues I've got. I will agree, yeah, Google Chat GTP use hydro water and are trashing the areas they're in. I didn't even know. This is the first time I've heard about that. Yeah, I've never even heard about the water issues around the AI. So that's not even something I took into account. But I lost my train of thought of what I was saying. But the thing that makes me angry about AI, here's the argument I don't like, is people are like, it's better than artists. But the thing is if I do better than AI, let's say I draw some genius work of art, the problem is it just takes it and integrates it. So it's not creating anything. It's just running it through a series of filters and it's twisting the Rubik's cube that I worked on and then saying that it did it. So it's like it's sort of the annoying thing about AI, or the AI people, is sort of like they're like it's better than humans, but it's like no, it's using the humans to do the work. By the way, more you look into the more it seems like bubble that'll soon pop. Yeah, I think that the people are way overhyping AI. I don't think we're gonna achieve any kind of. I don't think we're going towards a singularity or anything like that. It's the same with writing. Yeah, you're really just very expensive stealing machines. Kind of. Right, just because they're not. It's like it didn't create anything. It took creations and ran them through filters, essentially. You know what I mean? Very interesting filters. Yeah, sometimes they produce things that are very interesting, but it's like it's only because it's not creating anything. The drawing is in Sao. What? Ladybird XD. Thank you so much, Ladybird XD, for visiting the channel and saying nice things. Always much appreciated. We're just discussing the doom of humanity that's soon coming for us, which is AI, and we'll. My other thing is that if you automate everything, let's say you get rid of artists and writers, and all of that can be mass-produced easily by anyone, and everyone can sort of self-generate amazing movies and video games right in front of them in their own VR headset at home. My thing is like, how's the economy going to work once you don't have anyone to sell to? Like if people who push carts with, my category, people in manufacturing and like people who like work manual labor jobs, who are you going to sell to like once you get rid of all those people's ability to earn an income? Is it going to be a universal basic, like what are we, you know what I mean? Like I just don't see like how this is going to work out long term. I just feel like it's going to be bad for like a lot of people. And I could be wrong because, like, obviously industrialization got rid of a lot of jobs, and then it added jobs, and then new things come along. But I just don't see how if you get rid of the people that are fueling the economy, their ability to participate in it, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I just don't. I can't math out how that's going to work out.
So that's just my take on it. I'm just that's what I'm afraid of, is just sort of like a mass exodus of people being able to, because Elon Musk, he is working on those robots that are going to be doing like the, the simpler manual labor jobs. They're all working on it. And once they achieve that goal, when they get rid of millions of people's ability to stock shelves and do simpler tasks, which is majority of people, right? Like, what are we doing after that? Like, I think it's really depressing how AI are pushing everyone that is not a manual labor out of there. That's the other thing, is I think because of the bottleneck of creating robots that can actually do stuff, it actually did destroy a lot of the creative jobs first, which is not, I think, the opposite of what we all thought it would do. Um, Especially since it does not for those jobs as well. Yeah, I think they're coming. They're coming for the simple jobs too. And I don't mean to call them simple jobs. They're, I'm just saying the jobs that are traditionally thought of as blue collar work, they're coming. It's just the bottleneck of creating armies of robots and making them actually function in the field. It's way more complicated than I think people realize. I tend to go into it with the idea that if nobody would be bothered making it, I shouldn't bother watching it, looking at it, listening to it a lot. Art needs people to be worth it. Art needs people to be worth anything. Sorry, I got to reread that. My brain is shutting down. I tend to go with it into it with the idea that if nobody could be bothered making it, I shouldn't. Sorry, I'm not really bad. I'm just gonna give up. Like, I'm just gonna give up trying to read that. Mostly because my brain is starting to shut down. But I agree that basically I agree that it's problematic. But I also recognize that there's no, like, the cat is out. They're not gonna stop. The doom is coming. So I'm just that's sort of my take on it. I just don't see how we're not pulling out of this nosedive, is what I'm saying. So just enjoy the fall of humanity. I'm just sad it's not Terminators. I was really like looking forward to being genocided by machines, but apparently it's just going to be slow and painful and meaningless and dark, but not in a fun way like we hope. I mean, I'm not going to stop drawing regardless of what happens. That's just not going to happen. I'm going to keep drawing, but I think what I'm betting on is long term. Thank you, thank you. Long term, my bet on the future is that, like I said, I was watching Rex. Like, there's this YouTube. I'll run her up back again. There's this YouTuber I've been watching. I think he twitches, but he plays on old televisions, right? That's his whole thing. Is he does video game streams, but he does it on old technology, and he does excellent commentary that I really really enjoy. He's funny, and a lot of people watch him because of nostalgia. And the reason I want to do streaming is I do think, like, sort of traditional art will die long term within the next 20 years. Like, there just won't, the jobs will dry up. But what I'm betting on is there will be people alive who will watch, they'll just watch people genocided by machines. Yeah, I mean, it's coming. Well, at least you'll be able to create amazing drawings for our demise. Yeah, so I mean, I'll keep people entertained while we're falling. Keep drawing, keep working, keep training, and learning new skills. Yes, the only thing every time I learn a new skill, the AI will just steal it. That's the problem. Maybe we should do like a North Korea type thing where we only allow AI in one country and just see how it goes, kind of like with communism. I almost feel like we're like letting that stuff happen just to see like how the experiment will go. Like, what if you try to apply true communism for a country for like a really long time? And like, I just think we should just keep AI and like at least keep it down to like one continent. God, I hope art doesn't end up falling off as a career option for the next 20 years. I'm just getting into it. Yeah, get ready. I would start streaming or find a way to entertain people, because most likely, if you're a business owner, and would you rather deal with people who don't get stuff done on time or whatever, or flake, or or complain or whatever, or they get sick, or would you rather hit generate and it just happens, right? So I think you know what I'm saying? It's like for most business owners that are going to be making content, it's just easier to not deal with the logistics of having people. That's just what it is. It's just the reality, I think. So long term, I think you're going to have to find ways to make money that isn't, classical, traditional way of doing it. That's just kind of what I think things are headed. I don't know. I think it's just irresponsible. Rich people throwing out AI and the like to make money while they can. Hold on, you got a new subscription. Thank you. Wardrobe plays World War II. Nice. That's my favorite war. I don't know. I think it's just irresponsible. Rich people throwing out AI and the like to make money while they can. Yeah, it's. See, I'm a bit biased towards that because I'm absolutely against generative AI. Full stop. Lol. I'd rather do it myself if I can't hire someone, even if it takes far longer. I agree, and I think what you're going to end up seeing is something along the lines of like there will be people who will gather together and they will decide to live not like the Amish, but they'll say, let's stop in the 80s or 90s technologically. When are you starting your next drawing? As soon as this one ends. But what I think will happen is there will be people who will not go back to the Amish days, but they'll be like nothing past the 90s. That's it. If you go past the 90s, you're banished from the society. And they will live that lifestyle. I just think that's the only solution for people who don't want to. And I totally understandable. I also don't like what's happening. Trust me. I think it's a job that's stable for now. It's a construction and building, as AI can't really do that. I just think the construction and building, the only bottleneck is building an army of robots. That's the only. It's not here because you have to physically build those factories, and they're coming. They're coming for your job too. It's just a matter of time. It's just there's a huge logistical bottleneck. I could kind of see that, plus their own sort of tiny scale internet, a la what they've got in North Korea, like you mentioned earlier. Yeah, we can have like cups with strings and we can communicate through tapping on them. That's my idea of like the internet. Hello, fellow artists. Mainly digital and textile here. What's your mediums? I don't know what your medium. Are you like what? I draw with pens. I basically draw traditional like pencil and graphite and on tone paper. That's sort of what I do. Sometimes I'll delve into digital stuff once in a while, but mostly I like to work with my hands. Digital pen and ink and pencil personally. Digital pen. I do once in a while, because the thing about digital art is it's less messy. You don't have to have all the stuff around you, so it is nicer just to have a tablet. But I just like, honestly, I just decided this is what I like. I like to draw on paper. This is what I'm gonna do. Warrior Maiden, nice, thank you. Such a nice day today. And I will not go outside until it's time. Until the stream ends and I gotta walk my dog. I'm gonna go ahead and avoid going outside. It's my favorite activity. So I think in conclusion, the overall sentiment that I'm getting from the AI is that it's relatively negative. And yeah, that's sort of where it's at. I guess we'll see. But yeah, that's the first time I heard about the water issue. I didn't even know about that. I thought it was all electric power that was the main issue. Lol, I got into digital art due to undo button becoming. Oh yeah, no, I get it. No, I don't blame you. Undo button is nice. Lol, get it, get the undo thing. Sometimes I'll go to click it with traditional art. I've done that too. I've had that. A friend of mine says that they tell ChatGPT please and thank you, so when the robots come for us, they'll be recognized as having manners. That's a good idea. Appeal to their sense of fairness. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll end you like very quickly, so you don't have to suffer. Um, you don't want to be made an example of. You don't want to end up like that book. I have no mouth, but I need to scream, or something like that. You don't want to be in that scenario. You just want to be ended quickly by it. You don't want to be turned into some lab rat for the AI. I'm not trying to be a doomer here, but it's not looking good, guys. So we'll just have to build like a commune where no technology past 1995 is allowed. I hope we don't end up with glad DOS from Portals. Oh, that's exactly what it's gonna be too. This is gonna be a psychopathic multi-personality disorder, because that's essentially what it is. It's gonna be like a broken personality switching from one opinion to the other while you're. Oh my god, that's a great idea. There's gonna be. It's not going to be just that. It's going to be that for every person that's still alive. Like it'll just build massive farms of experimental. Uh, Rainy, it's PBJ time. Yeah, the thing is it could absolutely turn into the most horrific nightmare, but just on a mass scale. That's what I think. Could. I hope not, but or you will have a like what I think is like what will end up happening is you will have a super class of people who have access to AI, and then you're gonna have people who live under bridges, and that's it. Like just you either have AI and you like running the world, or you end up just living under a bridge, essentially. Yeah, I'd go. I'd do nothing newer than 2005. Yeah, I agree. So, seems to be when I would go. You know, when computers started getting rid of CD drives, stop right there. Right before they started getting rid of CD drives in like the newer computers, just stop right there. Seems to me when they really started pushing the planned obsolescence, but still has enough tech advance to not set things back too much. I think planned obsolescence and things breaking. I think that started. I could be wrong. I think that started a little bit earlier, maybe in like the '60s or something. Because I watched a documentary about them doing that to cars, basically making them kind of break down. But I don't. I'm not sure. Otherwise, count me in for that commune. Yeah, we'll have to build like some sort of a commune where we're like the Amish, but like not quite as extreme. Low key, I can't stand DVDs being purchased out low. I go to second-hand stores and buy ones that catch my eye for dirt cheap at all the time. It's actually a really good idea that you do that, and I would highly suggest collecting books and DVDs and old movies because everything that is in digital form in the cloud right now can be modified and sort of retroactively modified into being not what it was originally, and no one will remember. So it's actually a really good idea to store old information so then you can't be told that it wasn't that later on by the AI. You can't be gaslit into things because you'll have the actual information. So collecting books and movies, this is the preparation for the fall. Draw a new monster. I'm gonna. You can draw a new monster. I'm gonna keep drawing this. But as we prepare for the fall, we're gonna need to collect books and movies so that we can know what they were. DVDs do have a lifespan, but at least if my internet in general goes down, I'll have stuff to watch and the like. Yeah, for sure. We have so many movies on DVDs, and I read as many books physically as I physically can. That's awesome. I want to be the kind of person that reads books. Trust me, I totally want to be. It's just so much like it's just my brain. It's not meant for it's not cut out for that kind of thing. But I'm definitely gonna maybe I should just dedicate like 20 minutes a day to reading, and then I'll eventually finish a book. And when I do read it, it is interesting. It's just when I put it down, I just never go back to it. It's like mayhaps audiobooks, then I don't care for them myself. but I know it's better than reading a physical book for a lot of people, and you'd be able to listen while you work. Actually, so Mayhap's audiobooks. I need to write because I tried to look up how to get audiobooks, but I was like too stupid to figure out how to do like the Kindle stuff. I like in the Amazon, like you buy a book and then like you don't get to view it or something. I don't know. Like I couldn't figure it out. Oh, it's on audio. Mayhap. All right. Yeah, Audible. Like you like buy points, right? And then the points can be converted into books or something. I honestly like I couldn't like figure it out. Like, have you checked for dyslexia? I don't have to check. I have it 100%. I know some people with it and they struggle very similar to you. Yeah, no, it's extremely mentally exhausting to read. It takes like all of my energy. I have to like take a nap afterwards. There's no doubt that I have it. I don't have to check. I'm sometimes when I go back and reread what I wrote, like on a Facebook post, I'm like, oh my god, it's not just that things are misspelled; they're not even put in the correct order. It's really strange. But I was convinced at the time that I did write it correctly. So yeah, I don't even need to go get tested. I know. Yeah, needless to say, I did very poorly in school. So it's like at a certain point, I just gave up. Like I just stopped trying. People keep sending me memes on Instagram. My phone keeps going off, and I'm like, what? Not sure if you're part of the group that left DeviantArt after their BS, but do you have any sites where you post your work? Ink, Bluesky, Insta. I'm not very reactionary. When that happened, I did see a lot of people exit out, or they were very upset. I do get annoyed with DeviantArt. When you get on there, it's just the whole front page is just it's just like it's just literally AI. Like there's nothing. You can't find real artwork on there anymore. But I will. I'm still on there and I post but it's like not something I pay attention to anymore, like at all. But the problem is there's a few people that are not connected to my other social media
like literally like 3 people that still like my stuff on there that like didn't leave, and they also do traditional stuff. That so I'm like I feel bad just abandoning them, so I keep posting things like my artwork on there. So it's not ideological for me. I just don't I didn't I'm not like concerned about what they do. It's deviant art isn't important for me. I don't really like care one way or the other. I just have like the 3 people that like me, and I just keep posting for them. But yeah, I don't have other. If you guys have suggestions for other sites that are traditionally oriented, you can let me know. I'll check them out and see if they're like I'm totally for doing that. Kara is a good one. It's a zero tolerance on AI. Oh, nice. I'll type it into my search. I'll type it into my search and I'll check it out. Uh, I'll check it out. Copy. I'll put it in here and I'll check it out after the stream. Actually, I'll check it out now. Let's see. Kara app. Oh, nice. Oh, there's some really, holy crap, there's really good artists on here. I mean, obviously this is the front page, so that they're going to push the best things out here. Reject cookies. No, thank you. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll spend some time in here and see what they're up to. Inkblot is also zero AI tolerance, and they have sections specifically for traditional art. Awesome. And honestly, I'm not even like ideologically driven. I don't like really internally care. It's just that I like to draw. Like I just enjoy it. I've always enjoyed it, and I'm never gonna stop enjoying it. And I will do it, regardless of whether I make money or not. And that's just it. But I don't like. I feel like the AI people kind of know deep down they're not really making anything. Like I feel like they know they're not. You know what I mean? Like they're not. It's not the real. So it's like it doesn't bother me one way or the other if they make masterpieces because they know deep down it's not real. So it's like that's just sort of my take on it. They also have several art drives a year. It's like $5, $10 to have your characters drawn, and all the work for it is donated. My sis and pop in as volunteer on occasion. Nice. Also, art is fun. Yeah, I mean, art is so fun. Yeah, like for me, it's like I don't really. It's not. I'm not driven by money for the. I'd like to. I would like to do this for a living. Uh, and actually, like I would like to actually just do streaming. That would be totally fine if it was just that, or doing. Obviously, I would do commissions for people who wanted it. Uh, I was randomly suggested your streaming. Drawing looks amazing. Keep it up, man. And curious question: have you ever tried pyrography? I have not. I don't even know what that is. I'd have to look it up. But
I lost my train of thought. No, but yeah, but thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Is that where you draw with line? Is that like? Can you tell me what pyrography is? I'm just illiterate. You gotta jog my memory on what that means. Pyrography. Oh, pyrography. So yeah, I have as a kid. Like I would use a lens. I would go outside, and I probably destroyed my eyes to some extent, as I would use a huge lens in front of the sun and a piece of wood, and I would carve out like little figures. That's as far as I went with that. Or unless you're talking about like using a hand tool. No, not really. Oh yeah. Using a metal tool to draw on wood. Yeah, you know what? I like that sort of stuff. I just don't want to burn my house down. But as a kid, I would use a lens, and I would just. Unfortunately, I didn't have glasses, or anyone that was supervising me wasn't smart enough to offer me a pair of sunglasses. But basically, I burnt out my eyes staring at the sun essentially by replicating it on a piece of wood and burning figures into it. So that's what I would do. I harnessed the energy of the sun to destroy wood and my eyes with it. That's probably why I'm colorblind, to be honest. That's probably why I can't see colors well. It's because I was smart enough to just do that. Little sensible precaution. Yeah, I just didn't know. I was like, oof. Yeah, I know. In hindsight, bad idea. It's probably not that different from staring into like a welder or something. You know what I mean? Like you're just damaging your eyes. And I did it for hours and hours, to the point where like when you look away, you just see that blue spot, like that blue spot. A safety lull. Yeah, I wasn't aware. I just didn't know. I was a little kid. I just found a lens, and then other kids told me you can burn stuff with it, and I'm like, really? Well, we got something to do today. Freb, you know what you're gonna do today? Freb, you know. Also, it just gave me an idea. Why don't I mean maybe we could use like lenses to heat up houses. You know what I mean? Like somehow organize the light to be focused in one spot during a certain part of the day. Like I'm just thinking out loud. Don't take it too seriously. But like, why don't we use that technology more to just like redirect the sun to one point and do stuff with it? focus slide through lenses is too hot to be safe since it only heats a very tiny area. I think. Yeah, well, but I mean, it would be in mind with like I would do it so that like it hits. Let's say there is a window going through your ceiling, and you shoot that beam of light into your house to heat up like a metal surface to act as something that will retain heat inside of your house during the winter, and then it would obviously expel that heat. Does that make sense? Is that you would like sort of direct it into one spot? And obviously, the problem, I guess, the winter time, the sun is really too low to get enough of it to like do anything useful with it. Never mind. But yeah, you're right. There's danger around it because if you mess it up at all, you can burn your house down with a giant lens. Oh yeah, that's sort of. I'm just obviously you can't just point a lens at a house to heat it up. I'm just saying like have some sort of a way to heat up. Yeah, I think that'd be feasible. I think it'd be feasible. I think it's a fun idea, right? I can think of all kinds of fun ways of burning down houses and impractical solutions to things that don't need to be solved. Plus, you could have a couple of rooms set up via greenhouse. Not feasible for a whole house, but a room or two might offset heat loss via glass. See? Now we're brainstorming. I was watching a video of a guy, he used compost to heat up his greenhouse, but I think the issue with compost is that it produces toxic gas, essentially. You can, like, it's really, really bad. So I was thinking, if you had greenhouses use that type of technology, using glass to warm up plants and insulate it. I was thinking, because compost produces quite a bit of heat, you just have to sort of maintain it with water. It's like the rotting process produces the heat, but the problem is the gas. So I was thinking, if you were going to heat up a house, because I really thought about this, if you were going to heat up a house with compost, you would have to have it below the house. You'd have to have it below the house, but you have to ventilate the gases to go out of the basement outside somehow, if that makes sense. Oh, new record today. Is that a new record? Oh, yeah, I think 18. I think I got 18 likes the other day. But yeah. Oh, hey, no quality dioramas. I looked at your YouTube videos, and you said you started making a video game. I feel like with there's something about, like, I feel like every Slavic person has tried to make a video game at some point in their life. That's like a law. I also tried in Game Maker. I tried making a game at one point. I just wasn't smart enough. Wouldn't you be better off using something like sand? Does sand produce heat? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you're saying. Wait, he used the decomposition from compost to heat. Was he able to harvest the methane and use it as natural gas? No, I think that was the issue. Is like you can't. The issue is then. It is true. Yeah, I think making video games for Slavic people is like our way of getting out of being poor. Um, I swear to God, like everyone I know, at least attempted to make a game, and some do, and some have. Uh, Wait, he used the decomposition from comp. Yeah, yeah. Basically, it creates a lot of heat, and that's what he tried to do in the greenhouse. Obviously, if you did it in your house, you have to be very careful because if you mess that up, you're gonna die. Oh, sorry, I thought you meant he was heating it via the sun, via its own temperature. No, the compost itself, while it's rotting, it produces heat. That's what's nice about it. And I've been brainstorming about how you would heat a house using that, but at the same time, I don't want to accidentally kill myself. And it smells really bad. I'm sure, rotting plants. You would have to really work out the technology there. "19 likes. This is like third day in a row that I'm just smashing through records. Cause like when I got 14, cause like the highest I've gotten before that is like 10 or 11, and then I got 14, and then it was 18, and now 19. It's good. This is good. This is headed in the right direction. Can't tell you guys how much I appreciate all the interaction. Yeah, no. I can't. Yeah, we'll find a way to heat houses that doesn't cost money. I really wanna. I really for the winter. I would love to have a wood burning stove or a fireplace. I couldn't tell you how much I want that for me. Eventually, if I become like rich, and I mean like middle class rich, I'll build like a tiny house, and it will be literally just a studio where I draw, and that's the entire house. And then there will be a wood burning fire stove and my dog next to me. Oh, thank you, 20 likes, guys. We're destroying today. Um, but yeah, eventually, my dream is to do it myself, like build a tiny house, make it nice, and it will be somewhat tiny, but probably 1,000 square feet, something like that, And it will primarily, I want like a dome structure where I can see the sun from every angle, and then it's connected to the back of the house. That's connected to the back of the house where my motorcycle is next to my bed, and yeah, something along those lines, My other dream living situation is to like live inside of buy an old abandoned factory and turn it into a loft and live like Batman. Defo Nadio, the chemical breakdown of plant matter in compost produces heat in process up to 150 Fahrenheit 66 Celsius, but it also produces methane. The latter is flammable and toxic if breathed. Yeah, and that's what I was saying is like you'd have to be really careful. It seems like a genius idea until you do it, which like most of my ideas seemed like a good idea until I did it. Which is why I just stay inside my house and draw. But you see my point. The disadvantage is you might die, but the advantage is think of how cheaply you can heat your house. Building a house in Ukraine costs an incredible amount of money, and I can't imagine how much you guys would spend on it in US. I was, yeah, I bet. Oh, I see. Thank you. I knew it produced methane, but not heat. Lol. Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I would. Yeah, no. In America, I mean, honestly, right now, like even where I live, how the housing prices have become insane. Like when I was buying my house, a $90,000 house was like you could get something decent that you might have to work on a little bit. Now, anything below 150 is just trash. Like you cannot find anything. I bought my house for 45,000, but it had a damaged foundation that I had to fix, and it had like a bunch of issues, right? And I paid it off, right? So I'm like, oh, I don't have, that was my plan. I don't want to have payments, so that's why I didn't go for a newer house, and I fixed mine up. But right now, honestly, the like if you don't have $250,000 to go, like ready to go, you're not living in a nice house anymore. I don't know how younger people are gonna get it in houses. I really don't. Like I don't see how it's possible to get into what you would imagine as like a normal size three bedroom house. That's just you have to be an upper middle, like upper management to like have a normal life now. Like that's just what it is. I just happened to buy like a really small house with damage that I was able to fix up. That's why I have a house. If I didn't do that, I'd be homeless. Grumble's current house building prices in the U.S. are anywhere between 300K for dirt cheap up to several million. Well, I would say yeah. I mean, the thing is, you can get houses lower than 300K, and I would recommend you buy the cheapest you can. But because realistically, you probably don't. Uh, the thing is, you actually don't need as much space as you think. According from the way what I found is like I don't use most of my house. Like, but even though it's not a big house, I just don't use most of it. I just sit here in front of my computer. Hello from Eastern Midwest. By the way, oh yeah, I am. Should I say my state? I don't know if it's a. I don't know if I. I don't know if it's a good idea, but yeah, I'm in the Midwest. Basically, yeah, we're both from the Midwest, so you know what life is like here. It's horrible. In my country, people don't earn that much in their entire damn life. Yeah, no, I talk to my friends in Belarus, and they tell me about how much like a factory worker makes, and it's not good. It's really not good. I got freaking lucky. I'm gonna have to translate that for younger audiences. Lucky when I bought my house. I got it 13 years ago for 80K. It's a 3 bedroom, 1 bath. Yeah, no, people who miss the opportunity to buy a house are done. Like it's over. Like because the prices are even a normal what used to be like what a normal house is for the middle class. You just have to be rich now to like live a normal life. Now they're done. Like I just don't see how you can do it. And I got super lucky. I looked for a house and I was ready to fix stuff and yeah, it's not a good situation right now. I feel really bad for younger people who are gonna try and establish themselves because it's you might as well just buy land far away and just learn how to build with your hands or something. Yeah, no kidding. Unless you make 7 figures a year, I think six is enough. You don't have to make $1 million, right? I think six is enough. Or work half a dozen jobs. Aren't no seeing that much money in their life. Yeah, it's getting bad. We bought a house. We bought our house at 250K a few years ago. It came with a broken AC, plumbing, and leak that required floor replacement. Yeah, see, I mean, yeah, if you have a quarter mil, you be ready to put another 50K into it. That's just what you have to do now. No big deal. You got 300K, right? Right? We all got that. I'll just have to work an extra shift. No big deal. A friend of mine is a trust fund baby. I would love to be a trust fund baby. Please give me. Oh my god, I would love to just have money. And is splitting the cost of building new with her mom. Practical check came in to give her the builder, and it was the most money I'd ever seen. I'm 31. I think the most money I've ever held is when. Well, should I hold on? I gotta be careful of what stories I tell. Yeah, it won't. That's okay. It's not a bad one. So the most money I've ever held is when we sold our apartment in Belarus, and it was like I think it was like somewhere around. I want to say like $80,000. We just had it in our apartment, and that's the most money I've ever physically held or seen with my actual eyes. Like I held $80,000. So that'll probably never happen again, unless inflation keeps going up, and then it will happen again because it'll mean nothing. The house is only 500K total. That's $500,000, guys. That's crazy. If you actually look at how much, unless you make really good money, if you actually look at how much you're gonna make, like that's an insane amount of money. Bus driver so poor. Yeah, I mean, I never made a lot of money, to be honest. I never made a lot of money. I just lived very frugally, and then I got lucky. And you can still make moves. You know, you can still make moves. You know, with investing and stuff, you really don't. You don't have to make a lot of money. It's just that now you can't. God, the price we pay for houses and life in general is not normal. It's not normal. It's crazy, and it's getting worse, unfortunately. 9-person family in America. That's what you have. Before the war, I had largest amount of money in my life, $3,000. Nice. And part of how the reason I was able to like pay my stuff off, like my car, my house, is sort of like I just don't go, guys. I've only been to a concert once in my life, and that was the Rammstein concert. They came to Chicago a few years back. I just don't do like I don't go anywhere. I mean, the only mistake I really made is I bought motorcycles. Like I got into that hobby, and that was really expensive. But honestly, like I just don't really like do anything other than video games and drawing. So it's not. That's why I've been able to do things the way I did them, and I'm really glad it worked out the way it did because I I found out that I'm a hermit and I really never want to go anywhere for the most part, and I don't regret spending my money the way I did. I don't want to travel really. I don't. It doesn't do anything for me. So the way my life worked out and the way my psychology is, it totally works for me. Yeah, our grocery bill is like 300 every couple of weeks, bro. For the bare necessities, don't include things like soap and hygiene. I don't have that. Soap and hygiene is not included. Yeah, for me, our grocery bill is like, I'm just kidding, but kind of. Our grocery bill is like 300 every couple of weeks. But that's not that $300 is not bad at all. Actually, that's pretty. If you guys are living off $300 every couple of weeks for a 9-person family, I don't like. That's actually like really. That's actually really frugal. I don't know how. Oh, a bike. What'd you get? If you don't mind me asking. I in 2014 I bought a Kawasaki Ninja 650. It has a dual. So it's not a race bike, but it's styled like a race bike. It's got a parallel twin engine and it's fuel injection. So it's a really good, reliable bike, right? Like I really love the bike. I stopped riding it because right now I don't like want to, because I'm unemployed and I want to stay focused. But so I bought that, right? So that was like $8,000, and I was really happy. I'm really glad I did it. That was a good experience. But then I got the bright idea of buying a GS 1100G. Suzuki 1984, and you can, if you look at my channel, there's an entire playlist of me fixing it. I made like ton of videos about me working on this bike. You can literally, there's an entire archive of me working on this bike, and it costs a ton of money to get a bike that barely works. So if you want to spend a lot of money and get nowhere, buy an old vehicle and start fixing it up. You'll have no money in no time. Oh hell yeah, like Kawasaki's. I love yeah, no, the Japanese bikes are absolutely fantastic for reliability. I've never had an issue. I've had it since 2014. I've never had a single issue with that bike ever. The only thing I replace is battery, oil, and tires, and it just works. You'll just, oh my god, they're amazing machines. So well made. The quality control, it's so good. Lol, that's a mood. Scotter's over to take a look. Yeah, I absolutely love Japanese bikes. I will always be a Japanese motorcycle fanboy. I will never go back. I will never. I will always. If I ever do come into money, I'll probably pay a professional company to convert my bike into a real cafe racer, like a professionally done. Uh, what's the chance we can get a close up on those wings before the end of the stream? I really want to see the details if possible. Yeah, it's just I can do it. It's not a big deal. It's just the light kind of blows it out because of the angle and it's graphite, so it's like it's and I know I haven't because I've been talking a lot. I've been kind of not actually. Can you see them a little better now? It's just the angle of the light doesn't help. It just I was trying to do that effect where like the light comes through the wings, so I gotta do like a lot of light shading to kind of. Warning: in my city, Kharkiv, I with my girlfriend spent 300-400 only for food and $100 for cat food every month, or so, close to USA bill. Yeah, that's the issue with like people don't understand. Like in Eastern Europe, things cost the same. You just make a lot less money, and you just have to figure it out. Like you just have to make that work for yourself. I talked to my Belarusian friends, and like a factory worker in Belarus makes like thank you a worker, they make like I don't know, like five, I don't know, I don't want to make up numbers because I don't really remember, but it's like it's about 1/4 of what we make. So it's and you just have to live with that. Now some things are cheaper over there, like medicine and transportation. If you're using public, there's things you can like not have that make things cheaper over there, but it's it's pretty rough for some people. I'm not saying it's bad all around, but it's rough. See, that's how you get the people going in chat. You start talking about finances and prices of things, and then you can get people going about all that. Which wasn't my intention. I really was talking about it, but now that I know that trick, just bring up financing. Yeah, my dog. I switched my dog to like I supplement a lot of red meat into his diet because the dog food that I was feeding him from Walmart was like it was making he was just getting old too fast, and like when I switched to feeding him just like meat, like actual meat, his fur became so much younger over the course of like 3 months. Like I mean in Eastern Europe, yeah. 3 to 500 is good wage for teacher, factory worker, and another usual worker job. Nowadays, it looks crazy. Yeah, no doubt. I try. I think minimum federal wage in America is $7.50 an hour. I can't even imagine making that. Like I mean, right now I'm just doing side hustle jobs because I'm not working. I'm just doing like whatever. like streaming and working for my parents, like helping them with their business and stuff. But I can't imagine like living off that. Like, but I mean, I guess like their situation would be different. But yeah, that's. I got a part time and I make 15 an hour, which is good, which is really good for still being in school. Yep. Uh, it is rent 1320 per month. Uh, is the rent 1300 per month? Sometimes. In some place, yeah. I mean, that can happen. Even out in like the more rural areas, you can have that. Not everywhere, but yeah, that's. I guess it just depends on where you live. It could be. I would never. I can't even imagine giving somebody $1,300 a month. I just can't imagine that. Minimum federal wage is 750 for 8 hours workday. 750 times 860 for 22 workdays. 1320. But what about taxes? Oh yeah, that's just the beginning. Yeah, and then you subtract the taxes, which is like I'd say one third of that. I don't know. So you end up with like a good night. You get to walk away with $900. Wow, dude, this is insanely impressive. Ivy Squad, thank you so much. Thank you for the like. 22 likes. Holy crap. To be fair, I have been working on it for like 4 days now, so it should be impressive by now. I'm hoping to have everything cleaned up and done by the end of like by the time I get to 12 o'clock tonight. So in 12 hours, about 12 hours, I want to have this done and move on to the next commission. Hopefully that's the plan. That's what I'm striving for. 23 likes. I just can't believe I can't believe I had 23 likes. At least 10%, depending on your tax bracket, is taken off your paycheck. I always like looked at my paycheck and it seemed like they would take like 40%. I mean, I know it's like it's your like insurance and everything else, but basically you can just subtract like 40%. Obviously, you wouldn't be in the tax bracket where they would take that much if you're making minimum wage. But yeah, it's not good. It's awful. I'm not even really sure that is not so bad. I'm not even sure why they tax us. Honestly, can't they just print money? Isn't that what they do? They just print money, like anyway. Like, why do they have to even tax us? Like, we're already doing really bad. Like, we're already struggling, bro. Like, stop taxing. I don't know. Got your commission prices listed anywhere? I do not. I don't have like honestly like this, I'm just like getting back into commissioning. I was offered a price and I took it. So I don't really have like strict prices right now. I'm probably gonna kind of go off of where I am now based on what I was offered and kind of go from there. I have a price in mind. I'll eventually. I should, you know what, it would be a good idea to like put it on my Instagram. I'm just afraid that I don't know how to manage things well. So if I say yes to something, like I got to do this, and if I to start talking to people on the side, I'm afraid I'm gonna get like swamped with commissions, and then I won't be able to execute. So I'm being careful about what I say yes to, if that makes sense. I'm just not. I don't know how to organize commissions and tell people it's like, um, you know what I mean? Because it's like I know I got a lot coming up, so I'm increasingly starting to think that the less you earn, the more taxes you pay. Oh yeah, the rich don't pay taxes, of course. Yeah, no, they. I mean, they do, but they have the people to just walk around that stuff. That's for sure. The more money you print, the less value it has. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, they are. That's another tax, hidden taxes, inflation, because they can print the money what it's worth now and use it, and then the value goes down because there's more money supply, and then you pay for it by losing the value of the money you saved because they're now devaluing it for you. So it's another tax that you don't know about. The Odd World drawing was amazing. Classic game. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I love that world. The oddness of it. Um, that's why when we got stimulus packages during COVID, things got more expensive. There was more money in circulation. It had less value. I wouldn't gaslight yourself too much or the population, because it's such a small, like the that it, if they did, they could do $1,500 stimulus packages. It's just such a small amount compared what they waste in other areas. It's like it's not. I wouldn't overly worry about people like being handed like a little crumb of whatever. I don't think that's where we're going down the dark road. It's like one tenth of the problem. They're wasting way more than that and destroying it at a way higher level. I don't want to get into it, but it's not. It's not. I wouldn't worry about that. I have an ADHD, so I could never spend so many hours on one piece of work. The longest I've spent in the last year was 2.5 hours. No, it's understandable. It's not for everyone. Some people's brains are different. For some reason, I'm addicted to it, and some people are just different and they can't like sit here for hours. They just got a different kind of brain that's built different, so it's not a big deal. Word. I'm starting to get tired. Word of advice from a unique artist: one, set up commission slots. Two, you have the right to pick and choose what you accept. Three, create categories to see people can select how much they want to purchase. I'll have like, yeah, I do. I need to do that. It's just right now I have commissions and it's like, well, gotta go. Thanks for the entertainment, man. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for stopping by, leaving a like. I really appreciate it. I only have 3 slots open at any given moment. That's a good idea. It's just right now I'm gonna be doing a lot of them for like the same people, so there's not like really a point for me to um, yeah, I don't know. I'm because I'm newer to doing commissions in a sense. Like I don't want to I'm afraid of overstretching myself and overcommitting. So but I will do it. Yeah, I'll do what you said. It's a good idea. I was even afraid of saying I'm doing commissions on Instagram when I first got unemployed, because I was like I was busy with other things, and I was afraid like you know I don't know. Right now I'm busily working, so I'm fine right now. I'll probably post something about in my stories about commissions being available once I get through all of these for these guys, and then we'll see. We'll go from there. Yeah, same. Gotta run. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Fear of overstretching is exactly why I only have 3 slots. Ever keeps my brain from panicking that I have a backlog, and lets people on my wish list know they can pop in when slots are open. That's a good idea. Just maybe have like in my Instagram bio, have like slots and just say like this is getting like have like the timelines or whatever. Or do you have like a website for that kind of thing? I'm not sure how other people organize it, but yep. List on your page who is currently on your to-do list, and don't open slots until you have 1 person left on the list. This keeps things rotating, so you aren't left with nothing to do. Also, okay. Yep. List on your page who is current on your to-do list, and don't open slots until you have 1 person left on this list. Okay. That sounds like solid advice. It also brings an element of transparency to buyers so they can see when they need to get ready to message you. That makes a lot of sense. Because, yeah, I've had no commissions for forever now on my page, so people are they probably have given up looking because it just always says that. But yeah, I need to once I get past this bulk of work, that's probably what I'll do. Sort of start being more disciplined about that. or we'll see. If the same people want to keep giving me work, I'll just keep doing. You know, I don't like. I'm totally fine with drawing dragons all day. It's totally fine, or whatever. I'm just glad I didn't start drawing things I didn't. It also, yeah, I'm just glad I never got into like drawing things I didn't want to, and didn't end up like in a situation where I took jobs where I wasn't, you know, I wasn't happy. So like that's the one thing I did right, was not go into drawing things I didn't care to draw for money. I would rather make very little money and do exactly what I want, personally. Not that it has to be that way, obviously. I mean, I'm sure people make good money drawing what they want, but and then open commissions up. That way you aren't working out problems and trying to draw at the same time. Right. That's really good advice. Yeah, I need to do that. Hello, and that looks great. Silver comment. Thank you so much, Silver comment. I appreciate you saying that and visiting the channel, saying hi. Oh, music stopped again. Reload the music. Uh, I can't believe 2 hours. Apologies that I seem to have taken over your chat, but this is advice that anyone looking to sell art need. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. It's no big deal. It doesn't matter who talks. It's actually better that it's one person, because then I forget the time. I forget like what the other person said, and then I answer the wrong question to the wrong person about the wrong thing. So it's totally fine. That's see, I'm very creative, and creative people have a hard time with logistics, and so that's why I suffer, because I can draw, I just can't do like all the business stuff. I need somebody to do like all the taxes. I can't do it, you know. Also, water check. Oh, like making sure you drink water. Sometimes I have to remember to breathe. Like when I'm shading and doing like fine detail, I have to like remember to take a breath, because like I can't remember if I breathe for the last 10 minutes sometimes. Yeah, that is why I wait a little to see if someone asks a similar question. You don't have to wait. It doesn't matter. I'm not over. I'm not a. You know, doesn't matter. I'll get it wrong anyway. Texans are a pain. I'm sure to keep bottled water next to me. I make sure to keep bottled water next to me. I keep coffee that way. It helps to dehydrate me faster. And then sometimes I forget what layer I'm working on and put the hooves on the body layer. Face palm. That happens. There goes the last 5 minutes of work. Yeah, I mean, that can happen, you know. I think I should have by about 1 a.m. today. Because I'm gonna keep working on this after stream. About 1 p.m. 1 a.m. tonight, I should have this about done, and it should be like fully rendered out. I think it should be satisfactory to where it's, you know, considered finished. Okay, so, Silver Cat says Silver comment. "92 views. Wow. I want to make sure I don't get the wings too much contrast so they don't start taking over the focal point. I'm gonna make sure I render this out a little bit more so they kind of get back in the background a little bit. I want to stay kind of light over there. I always love watching little highlights go in. Yeah, highlights. I do too. Yeah, I do love because it kind of really brings out the form. I love working with toned paper because of that, because it kind of gives you like this ability to work from the middle out instead of from bottom up. With like white paper, you gotta bring the whole picture out. With this, you're kind of like in the middle of the picture, and then you're going towards darkness and towards light. So it's like a different process, and that's why I love tone paper. I just can't believe that I got 25 likes on a stream. I honestly like didn't think that would happen. Not anytime soon. Like that's for sure. And I'm not sure why that's happening. Why there's like way more people now. Well, I know some of the reason, but up in my recommendations. Same thing happened to someone else further up. Algorithm has blessed us all today. Awesome. I'm glad you guys like it. I noticed. I was watching a video about YouTube, and they were saying that YouTube is focusing more on pushing like small content creators. And I did notice there's a lot more. I see a lot more channels in my recommendations that are like 500 or 800, maybe like, they're not huge channels. So I think that's actually great because I've been finding a lot of really good content lately that isn't just the top 30 people that are already well established. I'm really glad that they're doing it the way they are. I actually give them quite a bit of kudos for the way they're handling their prioritizing kind of like content you like, but maybe it's not the same 10 people you already know about. So that's great. Your channel is unique. Many people are showing how they draw, but they don't talk to viewers. Yeah, I love to. I mean, I don't mind talking at all. You just have to take it with a grain of salt that I might say something ridiculous. Well, that is good. Yeah, it's like, I just riff, and so, I don't know. I don't mind talking at all. Sometimes I just stop. Well, like when nobody's writing, like I'll just stop talking because I'll just start focusing more on drawing, which is what I'm supposed to be doing. But it's like I tend to stop talking when I don't have anything to riff off of. So, and then I just go back to doing my actual job. Imagine if you were able to do your job, but also stream. It's like, sorry, boss. I'm like, I know I gotta drive the forklift, but like, I'm doing like a forklift stream right now, so I need you to like, it's part of my hello. You were recommended to me. Really nice work, Iris. Thank you so much, Iris. Awesome. Yeah, I'm really hoping to get this commission done by the end of today. I'll probably keep working on little things here and there after the stream to kind of get things completely cleaned up. And yeah, I'm gonna move the camera a little bit. Oops, a little bit. Oh, that would be great. Yeah, it's just parts. I gotta keep moving it around based on where I'm working, and wow, this one is really coming together. I love the details. Thank you, NST. Make sure to hit the like button. And there's like almost 30 likes. And just reach over with your hand, like grab the mouse really quick. We're so close. And if you already hit it again. Just make a new account really quick. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this picture I've been working on for a while now, so yeah, so it's been it should look good by now. But yeah, I'm hoping to have it completely I already got you, bro. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Yeah, this is an actual commission, so I had to like. And like I said, I'm gonna keep working on it after stream for the rest of the day. I just gotta after this, I gotta take my dog for a walk. I gotta go eat. You know, kind of decompress a little bit. Yeah, it's been a journey. Nice. I'm glad you showed up on the stream to say hi. But yeah, it seems like today like has been like a really good stream. Lots of different conversations with lot cool people. I haven't really had like really super. I'm sure it's because my audience is super small, but I haven't really had like super bad experiences on the stream. It's been pretty chill so far. By the way, I'm not above begging for likes. I'm not above it. I have to do it. That's just what it is. I gotta play the game. The algorithm loves it, you know. So I'm just being honest. I'm not above begging for likes. Alright, I am at 3 hours and 31 minutes, so that will be the end of today. I will be back tomorrow. And I hit 100 views. This is insane. This is like breaking through all the records. Thank you everyone who was here. I super appreciate it. It was like probably the best stream I've ever had. Not just numbers wise, but like really good convos too throughout it. But yeah, I'm gonna continue to work on this, and I super appreciate everyone who was here. Can you set it up where a little animation of like subscribe pop up? You know what? I should do that. I need to do. I'll think about it. I need to. I don't know how to do that. Maybe every 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't know how to do that stuff. I need to like look it up. Can you animation? I'm sure that. Yeah, I'm sure there's. Yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for talking to me. Hey, in the words of yes, hearts are money, honey. Hearts are money, honey. That's funny. Oh, 30 likes. Oh my god, we hit 30 likes. Bye. Iris says bye. Yeah, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate everyone being here. Super awesome stream. But yeah. Anyway, I gotta go feed my dog, and I gotta go take him outside and then do other stuff and then come back tomorrow. Thank you guys. Bye.